Good morning, Devils fans. It's finally here. We are getting Devils preseason hockey. And for even with that, we are getting 2 games for the price of 1, both starting at 7 o'clock. One at home versus the Flyers, the second one away versus the Habs. I'm going to make this pretty quick as I've recorded 3 of these and they've broken each time. So I'm just going to try and breeze through this. We got the Flyers game on NJ.TV to be streamed. The Hab game, not as much. But I do hear that there might be a stream out there and available. So if I get my hands on one of those, I will tweet it out, assuming it is of the legal variety. Some notes we did get about today's game. Goalies are going to be playing 2 periods for the starters, and then the backups will take over in the third. And Eric Holla will be playing as well. Yesterday was just a maintenance day, no injuries, so nothing too crazy to worry about there. Today's practices should be starting, I believe, in the next 20 minutes or so now. Video should have been out an hour ago, but hey. Our home team is going to be taking the first practice at 10:15. Away team with the later 11:30, 11:45 practice. All people asking why is the away team the later one. My assumption is just it worked out better with the flight schedule and just kept it streamlined so guys weren't lollygagging in between trying to find stuff to do to kill time. They did say at practices today they'll be working on special teams. Did get a bit of information out of Ruff on that and how they are really trying to figure out what they want to do with the power play units. Load up the top one or do it a bit more split. Power play 1 getting, a minute 30, a minute 45, or more of the minute 10, minute 15, and the second squad splitting it a bit more evenly. I'm always of the opinion you load up your top unit and play them as much as possible, but you also don't see too many teams that are as loaded on the power play options as we are. I think the top unit's a lock for Nico, Jack, Dougie. Timo's probably a next pretty safe lock there with Toffoli and Bratt rounding out that squad. Let's say it's Bratt just for the familiarity, even though I can absolutely see Toffoli taking that role just because he brings something completely different than the rest of the guys. But that then leaves your second unit with Toffoli, Mercer, and Luke. All very strong core right there, with Holtz as a trigger man, and then you got Holla or Palat. I'd say Holla just for the face-offs because I'm not sure Mercer is quite ready for that. But if it's coming over the boards, I could see Palat filling in that spot as well. Speaking of Palat, the propaganda continues for him. Even Ruff, everybody they talk to about Palat is saying he's stronger, faster, quicker, and is just looking a lot better. He had the longer off-season surgery during the season last year to recover from, so very excited to see what he brings in a basically full-time third-line role this season for us. Speaking of special teams and power play in particular, we did get a bit of insight from Green, but while being asked about their power play, I didn't think he gave too much away in his answer. Instead, we did get a bit of nuance in his coaching style where instead of really jumping into the X's and O's with guys, he really just likes to talk the nuance of building the rapport with them, getting to know them before diving into the actual on-ice stuff. Wants them to know who he is as a person, trust him before, he's telling them to do stuff they might not have done before and is like, who is this guy just walking in like he owns the place? So I think that's a great way to go about it. Other big things from the interview with Ruff was Ball was awesome. Really just needs confidence in his game. So just getting those reps. And I do think if anyone were to be worried about losing their spot to Nemec, it would be Ball and not Miller. Miller has played both sides, much more of a vet. So if Ball earns that spot, Miller's on the right. If Nemec does, Miller's on the left. Other interviews, nothing too crazy. Nate talks about the crazy offseason for him being very different, recovering from his injury. Didn't even start skating till August. Didn't do any strenuous activities, nothing like golfing or anything. So I think conditioning will be a big thing for Nate as we head into the preseason and regular season. But if he does need some rest days, we have a lot of depth in Tierney, Lazar, etc. to help fill in that for him. Last here, so if this video does break, I'm going to just upload this as is. But to cover the Jack Nico scrimmage I was so excited about, all the big names you wanted to see, killed it. Jack goal, Brendan Smith's goal, Timo on a breakaway, Nico got an amazing stretch pass in overtime from Luke for a goal. So Jack, Jack, Nico, Timo, all scoring goals. Fourth one, guys, give me a break on this. Sheesh. But yeah, that's really going to cover this video. I'm really just going to wrap it up here before this thing breaks. I'll see everyone tomorrow morning. Gosh, I'm glad I got through this one. Can't wait to recap these games for you guys. Flyers, Habs, we're going to crush both of them. Looking forward to it. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. As always and forever, let's go Devils.